What's up, Michael? It has been another good series. The Heat win at home tonight. That's what I'm feeling. However, I just finished listening to Kenny and your boys talk about how Joe Embiid should be feeling tonight since he got passed over from that most valuable player. What's going on, Comic Boy? What's up? Let's see. So I got to go with the Heat because I'm thinking the Heat's gonna come out of this. For some reason, I'm thinking. Not for some reason. I guess I'm going for the underdog between the Celtics and Milwaukee. And but are the Celtics actually the underdog? No, the Celtics are actually number 2. They finished number 2. Milwaukee finished number 3. Even though Milwaukee still is looking tough, the reigning champions, they're looking like the team to beat instead of the Celtics. I'm for some reason pulling for the Celtics to win. I mean, to me, they've got a nice overall team, and I'm just thinking if they can get things together, they can end up winning. Because I think they got a few more pieces. Now Middlebrook comes off the bench. I don't know. If Middlebrook comes off the bench, I think Milwaukee's going to win it hands down. They're still having a hard time finding a way to stop Antetokounmpo. They got it done last night, but can they get it done? 2 more times? With the big fella Embiid playing big, who knows? Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. I don't know. I do see the Heat pulling it out though. I see the Heat pulling out the series. Put it that way. I hate for guys to be as good as Embiid, and Harden, and never bring home that championship. It's like, I always felt bad for Chuck. Those guys that get close and just can't finish or can't get it because of whatever reason, the team that they're on or whatever. But like Embiid took it like this. Was this be like the 3rd year? Because I think that first year Embiid got knocked out. Yeah, he got knocked out. That's the time he cried. Last year they got knocked out. He was just like, And so this year be 3 times if the Heat win. But I still say that he's gonna win this one right here, and it'll probably end up being the Heat and Milwaukee for the Eastern Conference title. All right, so the Heat get this one first. Alright, let's get this going here. Alright, Philly breaks the cap first with the first score. Tucker with the first score for the Heat.
playoffs so far, 5-0, and 4 of those victories have come by double digits. Tobias Harris puts them into their set.
Joel Embiid with the ball. It is stripped out of bounds. They don't quite know whose it is yet. They give it back to Philly, I think.
Great matchup here defensively. Embiid on the perimeter, attacking Adebayo off the glass. Is Doc not happy there?
Yeah, Horford on him. They could do well because Horford
In this
is
situation, but Adebayo staying out of foul
30%
trouble.
shooting.
That was huge when he got those fouls.
and not being guarded by Horford. Yes.
Against the Sixers.
That's a good point, Comic Boy.
Tobias Harris, who was
He did do a really good job on him the last game.
tailed off a little bit.
And Horford went off too, offensively.
Turn of Embiid.
I don't know how many times he could do that.
Harden. Jimmy Butler leads into a three, misses on his first take.
I don't know how many times he's going to have, like, 30 plus in a game, but he has surprised me. Horford, that is, shooting his outside shooting. If you look at his shot, you wouldn't think that he could hit threes the way he does.
Can't play that half-court, slog it out kind of tempo against this team. They said pace is not just getting out transition, but executing with purpose.
Adebayo with the ball, shoots over Embiid, misses, rebound, Sixers.
Adebayo misses on that mid-range jumper. So still all tied at 2, just past the 10-minute mark. Harris misses on floater.
Harris missed the floater. Here comes Jimmy Buckets.
Jimmy Butler, 33 points in Philly in Game 3, followed it up with 40 in Game 4.
Step back. Embiid's on him. He gets it down. Now he shoots is that a 2? Nope. Butler hits a 3. Butler's been hitting that 3-point shot a little bit better than he usually does during the season.
In this series, and shooting with great efficiency from downtown.
Harden, long 3, is off. Rebound. Heat. Jimmy Butler brings it down the court. He's on the right side. He's backing down the smaller man. Spin move. Adebayo out of nowhere slams it through off the rebound.
7 straight for Miami.
Kyle Lowry still not playing. 7-2 Miami. Now James Harden. He's got Tucker on him. Tucker's a good defensive player too. Kick, Harris for 3, and that's good. He got that assist from Danny Green. Oh yeah, Comic Boy, I got your pictures. That was cool. That was cool.
Good sign as he gets one here early. Gets into bounce to Adebayo, now to Tucker.
So you said, I thought you told me you came in 3rd. I thought on the picture or whatever, what you sent me, I thought they said you got 2nd place. It might have been the other way around. Joel Embiid scores. Jimmy Butler to the basket, left hand layup on the right side, bank shot is good. 7-9 is the score. James Harden, he drives and he's fouled and scores on the play. Score tied up.
I think right now Philadelphia, this
9-9.
plays to their advantage. Obviously, Embiid was able to get out in transition, and right here, Harden surveying things in transition, found a seam. Continuing with this stellar play, continuation from that great second half there in Game 4. James Harden, prior to Game 4, had not scored more than 22 points in any game in these playoffs. Where did he go off? It was interesting. It was a slow start. He didn't score a point in the first quarter. He had the early foul trouble.
Harden converts.
But boy, did he blow up down the stretch. 16 of his 31 points in the fourth quarter to go along with those 9 assists. This completely took that game over.
What's up, Kamalo?
Working against Harris, the spin. Boy, he's going to press.
Jimmy Butler scoring pretty easily tonight.
But he's going to need some help.
Now James Harden brings it down. He's on the right side, stops to set up the play. Embiid setting the screen on Tucker. James Harden goes around and now between the legs he backs back out beyond 3. He gets that to Joel Embiid. He's got the smaller Tucker on him. Step back jumper is off. Rebound Heat, and there's a trip on the court. That foul's going to be on Green.
Of course, this last play right here just takes his time, great pace, great tempo, able to get to his spot in the paint and elevate over Harris. But what's happening is as Butler penetrates, the defense of Philadelphia is staying home with shooters, and they're allowing Butler to go one-on-one. To Doc's point, as you mentioned,
Camilo's in Los Angeles on vacation. Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid dropped it off. Would have been a nice assist. Couldn't finish. Strus to the basket. And he scores. Miami up by 3, 13-10. James Harden goes between the legs, is stripped. Lead pass to Butler for the slam. And he swings on the rim for good measure. 10-15 is the score, 6 minutes and 16 seconds left. Camilo's out in Los Angeles. See, Camilo, I got to learn to get I don't know if I have ESP or something, because a lot of times Strus for 3, that was deep. A lot of times I can think of something and then somebody will, it'll happen, or something similar will happen that's related to what I've seen or what I've heard or what I've thought. Because I don't know if you remember, I think it was not the last game, maybe the game before that, when you told me that you were in New Jersey to do that podcast, and I told you I thought that you were actually from California, from Los Angeles or something like that, and you told me you were from New Jersey. You were from New York, New Jersey? Was it New York and you were going to New Jersey to do the podcast, or the other way around? And then I said, well, I thought you were from California anyway. And now all of a sudden you're vacationing in Los Angeles. So I got to learn how to control my powers. I learn how to write. I gotta learn how to control my powers, and so I can understand. See, if I could control them back then, I would have said, you know what? I feel that in your future that you'll be going to Los Angeles soon. 3rd overall, 2nd male. I got you. Okay. I understand now, Comic Boy. I got you. Yeah, I'm in Los Angeles for vacation, and do you know a guy named Aiden? Yeah. Aiden's been through here. I stay in New York. Okay, I got you. Should I even ask why he's on your floor? Yeah, I've Aiden's been through here. He stops through every now and then. All right, so we got a timeout on the floor. A little bit of scoring going on here. 10-18, at least by the Miami Heat. At least by the Heat, and we just take a look at the scoring going on from the guys who are on the floor right now. Harris has 3 points. Danny Green has not scored. Joel Embiid has 4. Maxey has not scored. James Harden has 3-point shots. For the Heat, PJ Tucker has scored the first points for the Heat. He has 2. Butler has 9 points already. Adebayo has 2. Vincent has not scored, but Strus has 5 points for the Heat. And that's the way everything looks right now at the first timeout. We're in the same hotel building. Okay, I got you. Why is he on the floor? I don't know. Probably because the hotel owner put us Yeah, I got you now. Same floor. Dark Gillis, what's up? Let's go NC. Yo, what's up, coach? Go Hills and go Danny. Yep. Go DG. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired of saying there goes that Duke boy. Now we got some Tar Heels on the floor playing tonight. At least one.
That's our Emmy award-winning studio show at its best.
Maxey gets that over to James Harden. James Harden looking for Embiid. Embiid lets it go out of bounds.
This was what happened as they turn it over again. Embiid trying to save it during that last sequence. Brad, I got to tell you, you love the hustle. I'm Doc Rivers. I'm telling Joel.
Embiid hurt himself a little bit going for a loose ball out of bounds. Now Jimmy Butler has the ball. He gets it to Tucker. Tucker to Adebayo. Adebayo with Embiid on him. Now they get it to Strus. Strus has 5 points. He pulls another three. Oh, Strus is feeling it right now. He hits another one. Man, I remember that night Strus went off on my Hornets. So I might as well go off on Philly tonight. James Harden stops behind the three-point line, crosses over Embiid, thought about the three, spin move, kicks it over to Maxey, wide open three, is off, but Danny Green, that Carolina boy, gets the rebound, he shoots the three, he's off, rebound Strus to Butler. Butler's bringing it down on the right side. The score is 10-21 Heat. Strus just trying to get a little room. He does. He misses this time. And there is a loose ball foul that must have been on Tucker. He seems to be the one that's most upset.
Not quite at the numbers he's been the last 2 games in Philadelphia. 31% from three.
Hang on, guys.
Here early on, knocking down a couple 3-pointers, very important
Hello?
for this team.
Yo, what's going on? I can't complain. How you doing?
At home, playing in Miami's favor, as the defense has been incredible.
Man, I'm trying to. I've been playing, but I haven't been playing good. Put it that way.
James Harden ended that fourth quarter with 13 points, hitting a barrage of 3-pointers down the stretch, but it's so dangerous turning that corner, getting to the rim and finishing.
Oh, you and Andy?
Sixers in more than 3 minutes. Butler leads into Harris. Now Dwayne Dedman. Back in the lineup after sitting game 4. Squares up. Still not quite at full strength. Has been feeling under the weather. Worked out this morning. And gave himself fit enough. He is strap it on and play. Using for it. That was thinking Adebayo got foul trouble. Dedman not there. They had to go small against Philadelphia. And Philadelphia had their way against the small lineup. George Niang misses on his first take.
Yeah.
Here comes Dedman rolling to the basket. Outside to Strus. Now the reset to Butler.
At tomorrow? At 9? Now, look. I'm listening to you and looking at this game now. Where is this at again? Kernersville.
How about this offensive start by Miami? Harden.
No, I hadn't. But I think I could make it.
Good patience there inside from Harden. Trying to draw the foul there.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero.
All right. Sounds good. I'll go down there and make a mess in Kernersville. I said I'll go down there with you and make a mess in Kernersville because I ain't hitting it worth 2 cents. All right. All right now. Take it easy. All right.
Means I can buy more of these. What are those? This is a true Caesar's rookie card. Gem Mint 10. Actually, it would be better if you didn't touch it. Ever since he launched the Sportsbook app, these have been skyrocketing in value. Do you guys collect anything?
All right, we got a timeout, guys. What's going? You know what? I didn't even cut off my sound. That's all right. I got a tea time tomorrow, early in the morning. and go down and hit the ball real ugly. But at least I'll be playing. Hello, Coach. I'm Los Angeles. Going to our tour tomorrow right now. Saw Camilo. We're in the same hotel building. Yeah, what's going on, Aiden? Yeah, he told me. It's weird how one guy can come on and say, hey, I'm here, and I saw this guy, and as soon as he says it, that guy comes on and says the same thing.
Only two things are forever. Love and Liberty Mutual customizing your
The 76ers are shooting 40% from the field compared to the Miami Heat, who are shooting 61%. Three-point shooting, 76ers have hit 1. The Heat, 3. Free throws, 76ers the only team that has shot one. They are 100% from the field. Rebounds, 6-9 right there. That goes to the Heat. Then you got the assists, steals, blocks, turnovers right there, 4-1. Points in the paint. That goes to the Heat. They have 14. Then the largest lead has been by the Heat by 13. 76ers will make a little run here, I predict. But like my boy Michael Smitty said, I think that the Heat will end up winning this one. I definitely got them winning the series. Junkie Janker in the house. What's going on, Junkie Janker? We are watching the Heat and the 76ers semi-final action. NBA playoffs. If I'm not mistaken, the series is tied up 2-2. All right, they get the ball into Tucker. That's on the Heat right now. Strus with the ball. Hero in the game. He drives, banks it off the window. He misses. Rebound is missed. Now Harris pulls up for a short jumper. He misses that. Rebound, Jimmy Butler. Nothing much, is getting ready for my comedy show. Cool, man. Kill him in there, Junkie Janker. Everybody thought Harden traveled there. And Harris, wide open baseline dunk. No one stopped him, 16-25. Is this the run I was talking about? Is this the run I was speaking of? We'll see here in a minute. Jimmy Butler turned down the 3. Now they get it to Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero. He kicks that to Butler. They get it to Strus. Strus over in the corner to Tucker for 3. Tucker has 5 points. Tucker usually doesn't score more than about 3 a game.
Tucker 36, year 11, just 7 points in game 4. Kind of an impact week.
Well, actually, they say he had 7. And there's that Harris boy again for the 76ers. Hit a 3 that time. 19-28 is the score. 1 minute, 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Tyler Hero got that to Tucker. Now Hero picks up his dribble. Rebound, Embiid. Out to James Harden. He's going to do that Euro step. He does. Can't finish though. Rebound, Jimmy Butler.
On interior defense by Miami's backup 5 rebound.
55 seconds. Jimmy Butler skip passes to Tucker, and they get to Strooks for 3, and it's good. You know I will. You did see my commercial, so yeah, I know. You're gonna knock them dead in there. Have them holding their sides. My show is going to be, Embiid for 3. He misses it. He better get down low and post up and go to work. Now Jimmy Butler with 23 seconds on the clock. He's got 13 to shoot though. 19-31. Heat in full control of this game right now. Jimmy Butler doesn't want to give it away. Doesn't want to give it up. Gets it to Strus with 2 seconds to shoot. Long 3. Strus hits the back of the rim, but PJ Tucker gets the rebound and he's fouled on the play. Tucker still on the floor. Now he gets up. No worse from the wear. Tucker with the nice box out. Don't know why he laid on the floor so long, but you never can tell why people get hurt. Doesn't look hurt right here though. I guess he's not going to be shooting, but it's still Miami's ball with 5 seconds on the clock. So Miami should be taking the last shot. They could improve their lead to 34 at the most.
Spoelstra's been answering those questions over the last couple of days as Butler will be the inbounder here with 5 seconds left in the quarter.
And you're going on tour tomorrow. I'm here in LA visiting my friend Jed. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, I don't know what the holdup is here. They're discussing something there on the sideline.
They're questioning whether or not that was a legal sub here.
Oh, an illegal sub or a legal sub. 19-31 is the score. This series is tied up 2-2.
Step out of the game. So Butler defended by Niang. And then contact.
All right, there's bodies on the floor. Joel Embiid was one of them.
Unfortunate right there, Joel.
Joel Embiid and Strus.
Receive the pass and Strus give him credit. Stepping in there and taking the contact.
He ran over him, Embiid.
Joel Embiid. So the officials
Yeah, the janker.
away from the ball, so
The janker's a funny dude.
possession.
So I think there may have been a technical.
So we'll be a side out of bounds situation.
Not sure, but that's what it looks like.
Handoff for Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler got to shoot a free throw. He missed it. Same play. 3 seconds to shoot. Adebayo shoots over Embiid. High jumper is no good. So the first quarter ends with the Heat in control, 31-19. The game is not over yet, though.
It's a 12-point Heat lead after one. Semifinal coverage on TNT presented by Clorox.
All right, thanks everybody who was in the chat for joining. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're not in the chat and you're just hanging out, make sure you hit that like button also and subscribe to the channel. Do me a favor if you can, share out the stream. Jed, what's going on? What's up, new here? Camilo is with me. Let's go Heat. Oh, let's go Heat. Got another Heat fan in the house. Miami Heat. Well, Jed, they're doing a good job right now. Doing a great job right now, as a matter of fact. Let's look at the full box score. All right, for 76ers, Harris is leading scorer. He has 8 points. After him comes Harden. Harden has 7 points. He has a quiet 7 points. Joel Embiid has 4 points. And that's it. For the Heat, PJ Tucker has 5 points. Butler has 11 points. He also has 4 rebounds. Adebayo only has 2, the big man in the middle. Strus has 11 points. He and Butler leading scorers right now. And Dedmon off the bench has 2 points himself. Oh, by the way, Strus has 5 rebounds. Looks like Strus and Butler are the most active there offensively and defensively with those rebounds. So the first quarter's come to an end, and the Heat have just been doing very well here offensively. Philadelphia, I mean, honestly, to me, does not look like they are playing with a sense of urgency. It just really doesn't. Like, I can't think of one guy that I've seen defensively act like, hey, we cannot let these guys go 3-2, because that means that Philly will have to win 2 in a row. If they win the next one and lose the following, it's over. They're going to have to win 2 in a row. In fact, if whoever wins this game tonight, that's telling the next squad, that's telling the team that they have to win 3 in a row, right? The team that loses has to win 3 in a row to win the series. Am I right? All right, 3. It'll be 3-2. The loser has to win next time. No, they have to win 2 in a row. Right, they have to win 2 in a row. They have 3-2. They have the losing team would have to win the next game to tie it up again, 3-3, and then they would have to win the following game, game 7, to close it out. So they would have to win 2 in a row. All right, Philly back out with the ball. Maxey, long 3 is off. Rebound. And Shake Milton ends up scoring. It is 22-31 right now. 22-31.
So that last graphic, Sixers were the second best road team in the NBA this season, behind only the Suns.
There's a shot for the Heat. Goes off the mark. There's almost wholesale substitution. Adebayo just blocks a shot right there. Blocks that shot by Harris, I think that is.
Contesting and blocking man without fouling. Baseline jumper for Harris won't go, so Eric's
They get it back in to Harris this time. He misses a jumper. Adebayo hands it to Tyler Hero. He throws it up to Adebayo for the alley-oop, and it's good.
just magnificent volley. And Adebayo the hard finish. Here comes Niang taking Robinson baseline.
Ball is kicked to the corner.
Milton.
Milton is fouled. Oh, no. Milton is called for the offensive foul. So this ball goes over to the Heat.
But right now, the bench.
I picked up Camilo from the airport. I'm not sure what we're going to do. It's a lot to do. Yeah, I bet it is a lot to do in LA. You guys stay safe out there. 22-33 is the score. 10 minutes and 29 seconds left in the second quarter.
Grant, so much concern here about Kyle Lowry and his health, not only tonight, but moving forward, and you wondered how they would handle his absence again. But one thing about the Heat, everyone who's watched this team, they know
Tyler Hero gets into the lane. The ball's deflected
they're battle tested.
to Maxey. Maxey skips that pass down to Harris.
Lowry missing nearly 20 games during the regular season.
Wide open three is missed. Rebound.
Kyle Lowry obviously was struggling in Philadelphia. You know, when you're out there, your team.
He dribbling. They kick it.
You are, and clearly he wasn't.
There's the drive. The ball's loose.
Them to sit him and rest him, and obviously go with Gabe Vincent.
Harris turned down the three. Maxey gets that ball down the baseline. Now Harris gets into the lane, kicks it back to Maxey for a wide open three. It's off again. Adebayo with the rebound. He's dribbling across half court. He's going all the way. He's fouled, but he misses the layup.
Adebayo will step to the free throw line.
And he goes to the free throw line.
Maxey, who's played well from the three-point, shot well from the three-point line in Philadelphia, but the whole team, 27% Philadelphia from behind the arc. And right here, Adebayo showing his versatility.
Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. The spam the channel, spam the like button, and get this algorithm going. Nathan Blair, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. Hello here. Jackson just knocked me out. We had a boxing match today. That Jackson Ali, he's no joke. Did he actually knock you out, or did they just call it? Was it a technical knockout?
$5,000 in prizes. And Spiro, Doc Rivers during that interview there as we started the second quarter talked about just not playing hard.
Yeah, they say in that boxing the boxing group you guys got out there, it's Jackson, and gosh, there's another guy that they say that's really good. I can't think of his name right now. He's been in here a couple of times. Martin drives, nice little crossover or step through, and he scores. Looks like Doc Rivers has to call another timeout. Sixers are down 22-36. So we have another timeout on the floor. He actually knocked me out, and then the ref was counting, and he won. I know it was a good bleeding. Wow. I think I might have asked Andrew this, because Andrew is a guy that boxes in those tournaments too, and stops by here every now and then. He may be in here right now, just listening. But do you guys wear like head shields, face masks? It doesn't seem like it. Because you're not the only one that I've heard that's had that's been a little bit bloody. Yeah, that it reminds me like something like Fight Club or something. All right, so we got a timeout. Look, Miami is just actually they're playing great offensive ball. They are moving the ball around. Even when Jimmy Butler's out there, it doesn't seem like the ball is sticking. You know, like some teams take that ball and they do that what do you call it? Not the pick and roll, isolation basically. But they seem to be moving the ball around a little bit, and then when Jimmy Butler gets the ball, it doesn't seem like he stands there or dribbles the ball around for 8 seconds before he goes by his guy. It's like he gets the ball, he makes a move, or he's going to kick that ball out to Strus, who's been shooting the ball well. So Jimmy Butler and Strus doing most of the heavy lifting, right now for the Heat. Tyler Hero come out now, but I don't think he's done a lot of scoring. It is 36-22. Adebayo has done a little bit, coming alive. So yeah, the Heat right now just are in pretty good control. It is not over yet. It's 22-36. I'm still looking for a run out of the Philadelphia 76ers, but they're going to have to really focus on defense right now. Like I said, I don't see a sense of urgency. All right, the voice you hear right there was Doc Rivers saying not exactly what I was saying, but he was saying exactly what I was talking about, that the Heat were doing. The Heat's moving the ball around. Doc Rivers saying they got to get stops. That means they got to play some defense, because they don't look like this is a sense of urgency as a team. And then he says the ball's not even getting in the paint. You know, Joe Embiid, Oladipo gets that to Adebayo. Adebayo, and Adebayo is fouled. Would have been a nice assist. He tried to dunk it. He missed that dunk, but he was fouled on the play. Yeah, Doc Rivers said they're going to have to play. They got to get stops. That means they got to play defense. They're going to have to make some plays offensively. That will come if they start playing some defense. You know, get some nice transition offense there. If they play aggressive defense, is what coach is saying. So we'll see if they do it. If they don't, they're making it really hard on themselves, because they will have to win the next 2 games. They are in Miami now. That means they'll go back home and play the next game. So if they win this one, this could be really big for Philadelphia. But if they lose it, even if they win the next game, they got to come back to Miami and play game 7. Actually, they had 1 head shield left, and that didn't fit you, man. Milton banked that off the backboard, didn't go in, but then there was a rebound. Yeah, see, here's one thing that I've noticed. See, this guy is in the paint. He got fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line. Joel Embiid's been out on the perimeter. He shot 2 threes. Get down low, big man. And he scores number 44 for Philly. It's 27-37, 10-point game. Tyler Hero gets that to Oladipo. Oladipo with the little floater. Can't really call that a jumper. Actually, it might have been a jumper. He missed that one, but it's still Philly's ball. Yeah, it still didn't fit. I didn't tell them. It's unfortunate. And they said keep it on. I actually took it off and got punched in the face by Jackson. Man, like I say, you guys, hats off to you guys doing that boxing thing. All right, Maxey gets that outlet pass. He gets it down the court really quickly, and he's fouled on the play. So foul while shooting. So Philly has a chance to get it down to 8, get into single digits. Maxey hits the first.
Getting out in transition where has really thrived in this series. It's on track to have the most fast break points for any player in a playoff series in 3 years. So
Embiid comes back in the game.
7.6 fast break points a game, and that's a point of emphasis for Coach Spo, trying to limit those easy scoring opportunities that Maxey provides for his team.
And Doc Rivers told us the other night, he can score going full speed at the rim.
Maxey hits both. Is now an 8-point lead.
And you couple that with all the other facets of his game.
And Philly puts on a little bit of full court pressure.
40% three-point shooter. This year, number 3 in the league in that category.
And the Heat called timeout.
Times in the series. Maxey trying to bring
Looks like we're going to commercial.
down 8 on TNT.
All right, looks like there's signs of life in Philly. They've now closed it to 8 points there, 29-37. Should I say unfortunately, they did that with James Harden and Embiid on the bench. So does that mean when those two come back out that something is going to be lacking? Probably defense. When you think of Embiid and you think of James Harden, you don't think of defense. So Coach Rivers just gonna he's got to make his mind up. Does he want more defense out there or more offense? And then you got to look at it too. Like Embiid right now is not doing a lot of scoring. Neither is Harden, but Harden does have at least I think 7 points. They got I guess they feel more comfortable about the offense with James Harden at the point guard. But I don't know. Got to figure out, hey, do we want more? Like I said, more offense or more defense? Basically, all I'm saying is, with those two off the court and the guys that came off the bench, it looks like there's a little more defense being played. Like they're playing. Coach is putting them in a little bit of full court press or pressure, but although it's a man press. But it's making those guys work for it. Plus, Jimmy Butler was not on the court. All right, so we'll see. I was gonna say we'll see how that defensive pressure works with him out there, but I think what Doc Rivers is doing is he's bringing his scorers or best players back out as soon as Miami does, because when Jimmy Butler came back on the floor, Joel Embiid was back on the floor. I'm not sure if Harden came off the bench, but I'm sure he will be very soon. But we got a timeout, 29-37 right now. Philly is outscoring Miami 10-6 in the second quarter. And for the gentlemen that are on the floor right now, Milton has 5 points, Maxey 2, Reed had a 3-point play when he grabbed the offensive rebound, put it back in, and was fouled on the play. James Harden 7, so Harden and Embiid are on the floor. DJ Khaled in the house. For the Heat, Jimmy Butler 11 points, Dedmon 2. So right now, Jimmy Butler the only one on the floor doing any scoring. Oladipo gets in the scoring books right there with a 3-point shot. It's not fair because I won nothing, and I'm trying to impress my dad because my dad is my boxing coach and manager. Hey, just hang in there, Nathan. I hear you. I understand what you're saying too. Double champ is here. There's Jackson Ali.
Target on his first take.
James Harden tried to get a little assist down to Reed. Reed can't handle it. Still 76ers ball. But it is 29-40. Like I said, as soon as those boys come back on the court, the Heat start scoring again.
A loose ball, and it wrenched his back, stayed in the game, but just hasn't had that bounce, Grant, so far in this first half.
All right, they get the ball in. That's Harden gets it into Embiid. He is fouled shooting a little jumper right there on the elbow. He'll go to the free throw line. I think that was Deadman who fouled him. Yeah, the only type of boxing I'll be doing is just working on the punching bag. Work up a little sweat. Joel Embiid hits the first.
This was Embiid trying to save that back in the first quarter. He was grimacing in pain for a little bit.
And you love the effort, just not from your star guy doing that.
I hadn't seen the Candyman in probably a month. I think the last time I saw Asher or heard from Asher was the time his brother was boxing Andrew. That's the last time I heard. But like we always say, you got to say his name 3 times, and then he may show up. Oladipo goes to the basket. Excuse me. Adebayo. No, that was Oladipo. And now Joel Embiid on the floor again, hurt. He's holding his face. I'm not sure if it's his face or not. And Doc Rivers gets a tech.
I understand Doc Rivers fighting for his player, and obviously Embiid with his injury.
31-42 stoppage on the court. Embiid looks like he is. Embiid looks like he is crying. That was more like the ball that hit him.
Right across the face.
No, he did get hit in the face.
Made contact with his face, or definitely hit the ball, and the ball hit his face.
I can't sit here and say. Well, let me be quiet. Looks like Embiid. Looks like he was crying. Yeah, the ball was forced into his face.
An unfortunate situation, but the right call. Wasn't a foul there. Embiid, obviously with frustration in the injury, now he needs to be careful as well with the officials.
Nah, I'm sure he wasn't crying. Doesn't look like he was crying. Well, it did, but
he came out on the floor.
He did hit the ball. It wasn't like, it was a bad. It was a.
Hope Embiid is going to be okay as he's attended to over at the bench. I'm sure he'll go in the locker room to have that.
Didn't look like it was a malicious play. He just got the ball was forced into his face. Candyman, who's that? Are you trying to scare me? That's a movie. What's up, Andrew? No, Jed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know this guy named Asher Angel. He's got a channel, but he was the I guess you would say not the main character, but one of the main characters in the Shazam movie. In fact, he said Shazam 2 is supposed to be coming out in 2023, so next year. I think they've already shot it and all that. So Asher Angel is who we call the Candyman in here. And the reason we call him the Candyman is because whenever somebody starts talking about him or asking where he is, eventually he shows up.
That's the site that jump starts the Sixers.
Doesn't stay long. He usually on the bus with his boys or something like that. All right, play will stop. Joel Embiid is back out there. Danny Green gets the ball to Harris, and Harris back to James Harden. Maxey drives. He loses it. Jimmy Butler comes out of there with it. He picks up his dribble, skip pass over to Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero goes to the basket, but Joel Embiid throws that out of there. So you got to come harder than that, young man. I was trying out my WWE moves, and I almost kicked my manager in the face. Wow. I hear you, Andrew. You won't be able to use that in your boxing matches, though, will you? Or are you going into what do they call it, MMA or whatever? Butler lays it in off the assist. 31-45. Now I need to go out here and check my neighbor, make sure make sure they're staying on the right side of the property line, cutting their grass. They seem to cut their grass lower than mine, and they're new neighbors, so for some reason people don't understand how to respect boundaries. You cut your grass a lot lower than I cut mine. You can't cut over in my yard by accident. You are messing up my grass. Jimmy Butler now behind the back dribble. He goes to the left. Now he has Joel Embiid on him. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Dedmon, hands it back to him for a three. That's off. Rebound. Jimmy Butler. He's in the paint. He's surrounded by 3 Sixers. No look pass. Bounce pass to Oladipo. And that's good. Oladipo, I think, has about maybe 6 points. Wide open shot by Danny Green, and there's that Carolina boy trying to keep filling in at 34-48. 4 minutes and 51 seconds left in the second. Oladipo gets it to Hero. Another shot by Adebayo, excuse me. Rebound, Tucker keeps it with the Heat. He gets it out top to Tyler Hero. Who knows? It's a steal by Maxey. No one will catch him. Maxey throws it down. It's all about defense for Philly. If they can play some defense, get some stops. Right now is a 12-point lead by Miami. It seems like more, but it's 36-48. 4 minutes exactly before halftime. Jimmy Butler hands it off to Tucker. Tucker hands that off to Oladipo. Crossover dribble. He's fouled, throws it up. He misses, and he is fouled by James Harden. My manager, Gerard Maxwell, almost got mad at me because I almost kicked him in the face. I did say sorry. Well, you know, Andrew, if you start practicing stuff, you know, you're going to see if you can use it.
NBA season ticket memberships are on sale across the league. You can secure the best seats, best prices, best benefits for your favorite team. NBAtickets.com to learn more. Touchdown Oladipo and where he's been over the last couple of years. He was traded here from Houston.
Oladipo on the line. I think he hit the first one. There's both. 36-50 right now. 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Can Philly get a few more scores? Actually, just got to play defense. That's what it is. They got to stop him. Joel Embiid with the crossover pulls up at the free throw line. Misses. Rebound. Adebayo gets it over to Butler. Butler's on the left side of the court right now. He's been guarded by Harris. Now he's picked off. Thought about the three, turned it down. Gets it down to Adebayo. He drives, and he kicks that over to Tucker. I think he made that nobody's in the bonus. Well, Miami is in the bonus.
He's playing with the wrap, torn tendon in
So I don't know if they're going to give him free throws.
I wonder if that's become an issue as well.
I think he will be on the line, and he is.
Hitting that shot.
You're right, but Gerard Maxwell had told me if you're going to practice, please go in the ring. Please go in the ring. So it was my fault. Yeah,
Down low, posting up in part because Miami
I got you, Andrew.
doing a good job. So forcing him out on the perimeter, and they're doing a pretty solid job on that last play defensively out of bottom.
Penalty situation, push Bam back at the line. So Embiid now, as you see Bam's numbers, Embiid is 2 of 6. 6 points in his first 16 plus minutes here in game 5.
3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half.
The doctor tell us
Adebayo hits both.
thumb injury was the biggest kind of impediment for Embiid. Took that whack earlier. He's dealing with a number of ailments.
Danny Green with the fake and the three. He's off. Adebayo with the rebound. He keeps it. Dribbles across the timeline. He hands that off to Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler goes around the screen set by him. And he shoots that pass over there to Tucker, who hits another three. Tucker with 7 points. And another turnover by Philly. Embiid thought Maxey was looking. He was not.
Careless basketball, a little too relaxed and casual, and everything flowing on the offensive end.
I'm telling you right now, Philly just looks like they're ready to end the series and just go home. Butler shoots over Danny Green, but he's called for a travel.
We got away with making a travel in game 4.
Yeah, Butler, they'd have to play that again. I didn't quite see that. Let's see. 1, 2. That's not it.
Out there finding his teammates. He's scoring.
James Harden
That's what Miami's after.
behind the back pass to Danny Green for a wide open three, and that's good. That Carolina boy trying to keep him in at 39-54. What's going on, Gerard? Oladipo pulls up. The little short jumper is good. 56-39. Miami scoring at will. James Harden. He called for the screen, didn't come. Now it tells Danny Green to get out of the way. Step back three. Ooh, James Harden. Nice, sweet three. 42-56. 42-56. Still a minute, 30 seconds left. Turnover right there for Miami. Oladipo, Embiid with the rebound. James Harden, another three. It's off. Nobody under there to rebound except for Miami players. I think Strus got that one. They hand it to Oladipo. Now Adebayo gets that to Strus. Strus just only needs a little bit. Adebayo to Oladipo. Oladipo bounce passes and it's out of bounds on Miami. Another turnover. Can Philadelphia take advantage of this? 42-56 with 57.6 seconds left in the first half. James Harden brings the ball down to Andrew to go in the ring because I didn't want to be kicked in the face, and I'm still looking for a footage of Luke. Right. That's the next guy that Andrew's fighting. Maxey is clobbered going for a layup. He knew it was coming. That's going to be on Jimmy Butler. It's just a collision foul. Don't think they're going to look. Don't think they're going to go to the replay and look at this one.
Maybe come down again. They can get this game to 10 going into halftime, which they would have to feel great if they were able to do that, considering how they
36.4 seconds left.
So here's Tyrese Maxey, entered the night 23 of 25 at the line in this series.
Tyrese Maxey. Hits the first one, he can move Philly.
Here is up and good.
One more point closer is 43-56.
With the NBA and NBPA have turned your favorite players into Hollywood blockbusters. Introducing
Danny Green goes out.
A limited collection. Shop now. Bleacher Report. Shop.com.
Always feel whoever closes the half is so important. Looks like right now Philadelphia, they forced some turnovers, they've scored, they're chipping away at this lead.
Both free throws are hit.
Close out the half if you're Philadelphia, feeling good about
Oladipo
positive momentum. And sometimes
gets it to Adebayo. Adebayo gets to the free throw line. Now he shoots over Embiid. It's too strong. With 18 seconds, Philly can take the last shot. Shot clock is off. 44-56. They can go in down by 10 or 9. Harris pulls a 3. It's off. And the halftime score 44-56. 44-56. Just for me, it does not look like Philly is playing like this could be the most important game. I think it is the most important game because, like I said, whoever loses this one will have to win 2 in a row. And with the series has been this close, this tight, you don't know if that's going to happen. So I would say the team that wins tonight has the advantage. Fred, what's going on? This next guy, Jackson, is fighting. I'm not ready for this. I'm nervous. Hey, Jackson Ali. I call him Jackson Ali. I know that's not his name, but Jackson, he's pretty good. And gosh, I cannot remember the other guy who's really good in that group. Andrew fought him. I think that was Andrew. Might have been Andrew's first really tough match, and I think he lost it out. I know he lost that one, but I can't remember the guy's name. If Andrew's still in here, Andrew will probably be able to tell me who it is. But I'd like to see that guy and Jackson fight, or hear what would happen if those two fought. All right, so Fred Roberts is the next guy Jackson is gonna fight. Yeah, Jackson. Hey. I wish I could tell you. I can't give you any help on Jackson. All I can tell you is he's good. He's good. Jackson. Oh yeah, you're going down, Fred. It's a very competitive sport out there. It was Kid G. I can never remember. Yeah, that was Kid G. That was my second match. This was before Gerard was the manager. Yep. Yeah, I'd like to see Kid G. I'd like to hear what happened if Kid G and Jackson fought. And they may have already fought. I don't know. All right, so we got halftime score. Some of the same for Philly and for Miami. Miami is still in the lead. But one interesting thing, the score of the second quarter was actually tied, 25-25. And once again, I know a lot of that was because there was a little defense played by Philly. Unfortunately, it comes when their two scorers, or main scorers, are actually out of are off the court. And I'm talking about Joel Embiid and James Harden. Harris is doing pretty decent, I guess, offensively. Because keeping him, when he's on the floor, And when those two are gone, he's like the main scorer, if you ask me. All right, Joel Embiid was hurt during the first half. He went down. Looked like he was in some severe pain, and rightfully so. He's got a fractured bone in his face. Some people like Stephen Smith said they didn't think that they should bring him back because he could really get injured, or he could get injured again. And there it is right there. But evidently it wasn't that bad because he's still out there playing. He is wearing that mask. He only had 6 points though. I think that mask saved him a little bit. You know, that area has just got to be painful. You know, anytime you get hit in it, you're gonna feel every bit of it. All right. But with that said, the box scores here for the 76ers, Harris has 8 points. Harris has 8 points. He has 2 rebounds. Green, 6 points. He hit a couple of threes out there. Joel Embiid only has 6 points, and he only has 2 rebounds. Let's go. If you're not scoring, you got to do something else. You got to do something else to help the team. So just because you're not scoring doesn't mean, that's it. You can't help the team. You got to do something else. Maxey has 6 points. He has 3 rebounds. James Harden has 10 points. He has a quiet 10 points. James Harden with 10 points. James Harden actually has 5 rebounds. And off the bench, Reed has 3 and Milton has 5. For the Heat, Tucker has 8 points. You know, anytime Tucker scores, that's just icing on the cake for the Heat. He has 8 points. Jimmy Butler, 14 points. He has 6 rebounds. Adebayo, 7 points with 5 rebounds. Vincent has not scored. Strus went on a little shooting spree right there with 11 points. He has 6 rebounds. Strus is actually 3 of 6 from the 3-point line, 50%. Martin, the twin. Martin has 2 points. Dedmon, 2 points. Hero has 1 point. And off the bench, Oladipo has 11 points. So the Heat basically getting where they want to get there. Definitely offensively having a pretty darn good night. 56 points in 2 quarters isn't bad. What I would say as a coach for the Heat in the locker room, guys, hey, keep it up, keep moving that ball, keep getting it in the paint. If it's not there, kick it out. You know, guys, if you're open, keep shooting it because we're shooting the ball well tonight. Hey guys, I'm gonna get to the comments here in just a second. And if it's not there, kick it out, but keep moving and keep playing defense. You know, make it hard for Philadelphia because they're not shooting the ball well anyway. So if they're not shooting the ball well and we're contesting them, it's gonna forward well for us. For Philly, as a coach in the locker room, 44-56. Down, what is that? Down, what, 44, 54, 12 points, down 12 points. From what I see, everybody on the court is going to have to start playing like there's a sense of urgency. The coach needs to tell them the scenario or the situation that they're in. If they lose this one, Miami goes up 3-2, right? This is game 5. You only got 2 more games to play. If they lose this one, they have to win the next 2 or the series is over. Right? They have to win the next 2 or the series is over. if they win this one in Miami, then they go back home to play, which, you know, everybody except my Hornets play better at home. So they have a good chance to win. And then if they don't win that one, if they don't win that next one, they still have another chance. But he needs to tell them that. He also needs to tell them, hey, if I could come up with one thing that they really, really need to do, that would be they have got to get a sense of urgency on defense. Offense is going to come. You got Joel Embiid, you got James Harden, you got Danny Green shooting threes, you got Maxey if he gets the ball out, you know, he's the fastest one on the court. He can get some buckets. He can score. Harris is a constant scorer, a consistent scorer. So play defense. You know what I'm saying? Get 10 points off of your defense, off of turnovers. Even though Miami is playing pretty decent basketball right now, they have turned the ball over, and we'll look at that in just a second. They have turned the ball over, so you put a little. Some of those were unforced, so if you put a little bit more pressure on them defensively, understanding your offense is going to come, you might be able to get back into this game. And they're only down by 12, so they're not really out of it. They just they're gonna have to play some defense. Gotta play some defense the rest of the game. Rest of the game, they're gonna win this one. All right. With that said, team stats, so we can look at turnovers and things like that. Philadelphia is shooting 37.5% from the floor, where the Heat shooting 47.7, almost 10% difference. 3-point shooting, 6 of 17 for Philadelphia, 7 of 18 for the Heat. They're really close right there. The percentage 35 and 38. Free throws. Philadelphia still has not missed one. They are 8 of 8 from the field, so they're getting every point they can get there offensively, even with the free throws, which is great. But they are going to have to play some defense. And the Heat actually 63.6. That sounds bad, but 7 of 11 doesn't sound as bad as 63%. Rebounding, Miami is out rebounding Philly. Could that be because of defense also? Box out and get some rebounds. Turnovers, Philly has 9 turnovers to Miami 7. So Miami will turn the ball over. I think if they put more pressure on them, especially in the half court set, they'll make some mistakes. All right, fast break baskets go to Philly. Points in the paint go to Miami like big time. And how is that? How is that when you got the most dominant big man in the league on your team? I can tell you why. Because Joel Embiid is playing out of the paint. He's not in the paint. I think Joel Embiid could dominate in the paint. I know he could. He could get out of bio in foul trouble or something, but you know, how many times have I seen him in the paint tonight? Not a lot. Not a lot. He may start down there, but he's gonna jump out. He's gonna pop out. He shot 2 threes, as a matter of fact. We'll take a look at that too. But backing people down, getting on that box and going to work, I hadn't seen that. I know that's not a big part of the NBA now anyway, because all the big men, they've got them. Everybody is a stretch guy. Everybody's a stretch guy except Rudy Gobert and Aiden from the Suns. But I'd mix it up. Get down there, get on that box, big man. We're going to get you the ball. Go to work there. You know, if you miss it, you're probably going to get fouled. Go to work down low. Okay, fouls right there, and the largest lead has been 18 by Miami. So, like I said, Philly is still in it. They're still in it. The biggest lead has been 18, but Philly has come back, and it doesn't look like Philly is just playing with a sense of urgency, and they're still only down by 12. It seems like Miami is blowing them out, and they are not. So play some defense, Philly. Play some defense, Philly. I don't care who wins. My team's not in it. You know, I always go for the underdog. Unless you're playing my team. All right. Let's see. That was Kid G. That was my second. Okay, I got you. Actually, me and Kid G did fight, and I won. Dang, Jackson, you beat Kid G? Yeah, I think. Okay, I think you did say that earlier in the stream. Not in this stream, but earlier in the stream. And that's probably why I started calling you Jackson Ali, because Kid G was tough. And so you took him out. Okay, I battled Jay Ryan twice. Okay, I want to see Jay Ryan and Jackson battle. That sounds like it might be good too. It's your time. All right, good luck, Junkie Janker. Do your thing. All right, so our halftime lead, there it is right there. 44-56. Miami having a right now not too hard of a time with Philly, but like I said, I think if Philly were to tighten up on the defense, it'll be a different story. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Share me out if you can, guys. And the second half is just about to begin. So I'll be right back.
won't go, but it has been a much improved 3-point stat line so far for the Heat. It's a big part of the story, being 3-4 in Philadelphia. Harden, watch the take, Vincent. Masterful defense from Gabe Vincent.
Drawn to the sky. What's going on?
Inside, too high for Adebayo.
Where's my Janker is probably on stage right now.
Harris taking Tucker to the box, leads in. Tucker with a clean strip.
He stopped by earlier, but he had to go. He said he was going to he was doing a comedy show tonight. All right, guys, I'm back. DJ Khaled trying to get everybody pumped up on the sideline. Sit down, dude. But I get if you get tickets for the game, you know, you can do what you want to do, huh? 51-69. Joe Embiid with the ball right now. Swings at the Harden. He looked around. Shot a three, missed that one. And didn't look very confident shooting that one. So now Jimmy Butler brings it down. All right, Coach, get hype in here. Let's see if we can get 10 people on the stream at the same time. Jimmy Butler kicks it. Tucker put it on the floor. They got it back to Jimmy Butler. He turned down the three. And there's a violation. I don't know. Might have been 3 seconds. Not sure. Tyler Hero comes into the game, number 14. Yes, sir. You have not hit that like button. Hit that like button. What are you waiting on? This is Coach Gary, G-Daddy Media. Welcome to the channel tonight. We've got a good one going. Well, we've got one with some interesting implications right here. I think whoever wins this game has a great shot to win the series right here. Heat are the ones who are expected to win. For me, I think I've been, Heat this year probably. It was either Heat or the Celtics coming out of the East. Heat with a great team chemistry, Heat and the Celtics. All right, but let's focus on the Heat right now. If the Heat win this one, I'm telling you, it's going to be kind of hard, or very hard for Philly to win. They just do not match up very well, if you ask me, with the Heat. Yeah, they got Joel Embiid, they got James Harden and Harris, but they just don't match up, with the scoring prowess of Jimmy Butler. He is like one of the most consistent in the NBA. The defense of Tucker. It just seems like the Miami is just a little bit more aggressive than Philly. You know what I'm saying? When you think of Joel Embiid and James Harden, you don't think of defense. And I think that's hurting them a little bit. Joe Harris with the ball. He's on the left baseline right there. He has Hero on him. He kicks at it. Harden drives. And it was a defensive 3 seconds called on the Heat. And that means Philly will get a free throw. They call that on Deadman. 51-71. This is a big lead. Oh, and Harden misses the free throw. Who else could they have put on the line? No one else. Harden is a pretty good free throw shooter. 51-71.
Get about X's and O's. I need you to play harder in an important game in this series. And so,
thank you for the 3 people who are in the chat.
And play here in the second half.
Actually, it's probably 2 people in the chat. 5 thumbs up. I need to get 5 more. Joel Embiid scores. Yeah, desperately is a great descriptor. And Vincent left-hand layup is good.
Well, there has been no drop off in the Heat. Vincent manning the point positions. Fifth start of the play.
I think that was Reed that got the ball to Embiid. Embiid drives, throws it up with his right hand. It is good. That was a little reverse layup right there.
Back-to-back buckets.
What was that? As the shot clock went off? Yeah, and then there is a timeout on the court. 55-73. 55-73, and we have another timeout. Have another timeout. Firestarter. They're remaking a lot of the movies. Firestarter is a new movie. Well, it's an old movie that is new again, coming out. I never really liked the first one, so I don't think I'm going to see this one. All right, so far, Philadelphia has not done what I suggested. I'm sure that coach wanted them to do a little bit more as far as the defensive part of the game goes, and they have not. Miami has stretched this out to a 20-point lead, but Philly with Joel Embiid has closed it down on just a little bit. It's 55-73 right now. The leading scorers for each team. For 76ers, that's James Harden with 13. And for the Heat, 21, Jimmy Butler, of course. But Strus does have 14. And off the bench, Oladipo has 11. Right now, Miami, right out of halftime, you can't do this as a 76er. You can't let this happen to the 76er or the opposing team right out of halftime. And Miami is leading the third quarter, scoring 17 to 11 points in Philly, or for Philly. Once again, I think whoever wins this series, wins this game will end up winning this series. Just my personal feeling. All right, we're back. 55-73. 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in the third.
Didn't know it when he was just mad at the MVP, but if you look at this game right here, the next level is getting low up to this point where he's picking up his aggression level. But that's something to look, keep in mind that we head into the fourth quarter with him and really how he's doing. I did talk.
You're gonna have to pick up that aggression level.
Not sick from what they know of, so that's something to look out for.
Yeah, Chris, you know Joel Embiid as well as anyone who covers the league. Right, you have to think that the MVP, again, reportedly nothing official yet for the league, that had to psychologically impact him. That's a big letdown for him after what was just an unbelievable season. You're right, a hero finally getting going on the offensive end. You wonder the disappointment of that news. And also, look, he had that injury or that situation where his back, and he was driving his back early, got hit in the face in the first half.
For those who have not heard, Nikolai Jokic.
Floater from Hero extends Miami's lead, and Embiid comes right back.
Jokic.
So
wins the MVP this year. 2022 MVP Nikola, the Joker, wins it over Embiid. Hero drives and scores in the lane, and he's fouled. I think Darth Gillis asked me, and I you know, of course, I was like, you know, Joker. I think I also mentioned like Tatum. I mentioned Jimmy Butler. I think he said, you know, what about Joel Embiid? And I was like, yeah, of course, Joel Embiid. You know, Joker. Antetokounmpo.
Number 2 bench scorer behind him was Jordan Clarkson, who was under 16.
Kind of. To me, it's kind of. A lot of times you think that they'd wait and pick that MVP. And I guess the MVP is basically the MVP of the regular season. All right, so as far as what they do in the playoffs, that doesn't really matter. You know, as far as the MVP race goes. You know, I think when I was thinking about it, I forgot about that, and that's why I said, hey, it would maybe be determined on what each team does in the playoffs, but that doesn't matter. It's the MVP of the regular season. So Joker, I guess, with his scoring prowess and assisting, you know, making his team better, even though they didn't make it past the first round. Again, doesn't really matter about the playoffs. It's just what they do in the regular season. So they made it to the playoffs. Niang shoots a 3. He misses. Joel Embiid with the rebound puts it back. So I guess if you look at it, Joker, Joel Embiid, and Antetokounmpo were maybe the top 3. Joker got it though. Jokic. Vincent shoots another 3 and scores. Kyle Lowry on the bench coaching. 61-81 is a 20-point lead again. The third quarter is just about over. Embiid's being double teamed. Kick that crossover. I think this is Reed. He is fouled on the play.
Penalty situation, and Shake Milton to the line for 2. And there is Embiid again.
Actually, that was Milton and not Reed that got fouled. He goes through the free throw line.
He's clearly dealing with discomfort. He's taking a couple of shots earlier.
And with the clock stopped, Milton. Joe Embiid feeling pain, still out there playing though. 45.7 seconds left to shoot. To play in the third quarter. Milton hits both.
That is one no I have not had. I've had quite a few.
Vincent brings the ball down. 17 seconds to shoot. 37 on the clock. Milton gets it to Tucker in the corner. Back to Milton for another 3. And it's off. Tucker momentarily had the rebound. It is deflected out of bounds.
He just has a nose for the ball. Almost another offensive rebound.
Now Spoelstra gets on the guys about defense. Hey, let's not give them something that might give them some momentum going into the fourth quarter. James Harden, 12 on the shot, and 9 on the shot clock, 8 on the shot right now. He gets it down. Oh, it's deflected. to Feibel.
Bio with under 4 to shoot.
So much attention
Feibel.
is there to Embiid.
There is 5.4 seconds on the clock. There are 3.8 to shoot on the shot clock.
Not a lot of dragging
Maxey comes in. Feibel goes out.
for Embiid.
3.8 to shoot.
Miami is out of fouls here, so they want to be careful, no whistles. Sixers trying to close with some points.
They finally get it in. Maxey shoots a long three. Maxey hits a long three for Philadelphia. 2, 3. Maxey. Excuse me, that was Oladipo shooting that beyond half or behind the half court line. He hit the front of the rim. Would have been good if it went. Now we're in the final quarter, 66-81. 66-81, and Philadelphia cannot make any leeway as far as getting more points. Just like Coach Gary can't get more than 4 people in the chat right now, but that's okay. That's okay. I appreciate the one that's in here right now. Make sure you guys hit that like button. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. As always, this game is over. The Heat have defeated the Philadelphia 76ers 120 to 85. 120 to 85, and like the commentator just said, what's up, Drawn to the Sky? How are you, Coach? Yeah, I saw you. I saw you slide in a few minutes ago. So like the commentator just said, that when there is a tied game 2-2, when it's a tied series, a 2-2 series, that team that wins the fifth game usually ends up winning. About 80% of the in history has been calculated that if there are teams that are tied 2-2, whichever team wins the fifth game, which tonight was the Heat, that there's about an 83% chance that that team goes on to win the series. Like I said earlier at the beginning, I figured whoever won this one has the best chance to win it. All right, because that means the other team, the losers, the team, the opposite team, has to win 2 in a row. They have to win 2 in a row. Heat's got 3. You only need 4 out of 7. So the Heat has to win. They have to win 1 more game. All right. Yes, they go back to Philly to play. And you want to think that most teams play better at home. They usually do. But even if the Heat loses that one, they'll come back to Miami on Game 7 to win this one. I mean, to me, it just doesn't seem like Philly has what it takes to win 2 games. 2 games over the Heat. You know what I'm saying? With this knowledge, like I said, I don't know if Doc Rivers told the guys this. It was just in my head what I think I would have done to let them know the percentages of teams who are in a 2-2 tie, and that fifth. What happens when that 5th place team, whoever wins that 5th game? You know, what are the percentages that if you win this game, that you go on to win the series, or if you lose this game, you go on to lose the series. So maybe that would have given them guys some more motivation to come out and play harder or better defense, because I mean, they scored 85. Well, they scored 85 points. That's not really that much in this day of the NBA. It really isn't. But I also got to think that because Miami got such a big lead, that sort of that affects how you play your offense. It really does. All right, because now you can't go down and just match baskets. You're not matching baskets, so then your demeanor starts to slump. Your shoulders, you start to slump your shoulders and not hustle. It takes a lot out of you. So that's why I was saying the only thing I could figure out, because they were only 12 points down at halftime, was just you got to come out and focus on defense. You got to turn up your defense and maybe get 10, 12 points just off defensive pressure and making them turn the ball over. Because I said at halftime that Miami had turned the ball over 7 times. The only thing worse than that was Philadelphia had turned it over 9 times. Some of them were unforced. So you come back out, put the pressure on, and make them turn the ball over. Maybe you can get the momentum, possibly, right? And then with that momentum, that juices you up for offense. You know, if you're getting blown out on defensively, in your mind you're thinking, you know what, we're down 20. In the 4th quarter, there's no way we're going to come back. I mean, no matter how good of a pro you are or whatever, no matter what kind of hustler you are, or a guy that doesn't give them anything, if you're down and there's like 5 minutes on the clock and you're down by 20, 22 points, and the other team's scoring and your team's not, that affects the way you play. In the back of your mind, your whole body language is like, man, we're not gonna come back. So it makes it even worse. This score probably wouldn't have been 120 to 185 if Philly was able to score, you know, like they've been scoring. It probably wouldn't have been that bad, right? But now they got to come out. They got to go back home and try to figure out a way to extend this series, because if they lose in Philly, they lose one more time, it's over. Period. Philadelphia has got to win 2 in a row. They've got to win 2 in a row to advance. They've got to win this next one to extend it. They got to win the next one to advance. That's all there is to it. That's it. It's kicking in. I got you, Avi. I'm telling you, man. Drawn to the Sky. Did you see? Where is it? Yeah. I saw that. Drawn to the Sky. He was doing a show. He had a show. The last comment he made, he was saying it's showtime. That was letting me know that he was getting ready to go on stage, because he's an actual comedian. That's what he does. He's an actual comedian. So yeah, guys, Philly is in trouble. Not gonna say they can't do it, but they are in trouble. Embiid's not playing his best basketball because he's hurt. Right now, looking at Game Break with Kenny, Shaq, and those guys. And before the game, they were talking about Joe Embiid could have been sort of upset that he didn't get MVP. Well, what do you do about that? You come out in this game and you show off. He wasn't able to do that. He also got hurt in this game. Not enough to keep him out of the game, but he did get hurt, a little bit injured there. And instead of doing all this talking, Coach, why don't you show everybody exactly what went down in the game? All right, so you guys hang on a minute. Thank you for 5 people who are still in here. If you hadn't hit that like button, hit that like button, but I know you have. Let's look at the box scores first for this game for the 76ers. Harris had 12 points. He sort of kept Philly in it there for a while. Danny Green only had 6 points. I think he got all those in the first half. Joe Embiid had 17, but we all, Joe Embiid, Philly's he's gonna have to score 30 plus before Philly can win the game. He only had 5 rebounds. Maxey had 9 points. James Harden had 14. We're not looking at the same James Harden that was, the perennial all-star. We're just not looking at that type of James Harden. I know he's been injured, may not be taking care of himself as far as being in shape like he should. Like, come on, people. You don't play yourself into shape if you want to be a great player. You don't. You're already in shape. But anyway, I don't care who you're playing for. I don't care if you don't want to play for the team. You're being watched, right? If you want to get traded, I'm not gonna gain weight. Some people say having a bodysuit. Probably, he may have, but I'm not going to not keep myself in shape because I want to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I want to get paid. But anyway, they're not getting the same output from James Harden as you would have gotten 3 to 5 years ago. He had 14 though. 14 with 6 rebounds. Off the bench, Reed had 7. Thibault had 3. Milton had 9. He didn't play a bad game. Korkmaz had 6. And Springer had 2 for the Heat. Tucker had 10 points. That is always a plus when Tucker scores more than 5 points. He had 10 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Played a good game. And, he's always on the best the best offense. All right, he's on your best scorer on the opposite team because of his defense. Butler had 23, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Adebayo had 12 points. He had 6 rebounds. Vincent played a good game, 15 points with 5 rebounds. Strus is a shooter. Strus, 19 points. 19 points, 10 rebounds. 19 points, 10 rebounds. He only had 1 assist. You know, his job is to get out there and shoot the ball. So, guys like Strus are not going to get a lot of triple doubles, right? Not going to get a lot of triple doubles because of the assist. He's out there to shoot. But he did have 10 rebounds. Highsmith came out the bench with 6 points. Martin had 2 points. Dedmon had 2 points. Dedmon had 2 points and 4 rebounds. Yurt Stevens had 4. Tyler Hero had 10 points. Oladipo, 13 points off the bench. And Robinson had 4. So at the end there, 76ers shot 36% from the field. The Heat were shooting 53%. There's your 3-point differences right there. 28 and 39. Philadelphia was 9 of 32, where the Heat was 13 of 33. All right. Free throws. Philadelphia shot the ball well from the free throw line. They only missed 1, 14 to 15. The Heat were 73.9%. They were 17-23 rebound. The Heat out rebounded the 76ers by 10. There's your assists. They had a lot more assists there, 26 to 14. The steals were exactly the same. Turnovers. Yeah, Philadelphia wasn't scoring that great, wasn't playing that great of defense, or couldn't play. Don't have the guys to play great defense against the Heat, I guess. And they had 16 turnovers, so that's not going to help. Then you got your fast break points. That was all Miami. Points in the paint, that was Miami, like by 20. Once again, they just don't use Embiid down low in the paint. They just don't. Not like they should, if you ask me. Yeah, I know he's a guy that plays away from the basket sometimes, but you know, mix it up. All right, so the largest lead was 37. They ended up blowing it out there at the end. I think the next game is going to be close in Philly, but I think Miami is going to end up winning it anyway. They'll end up winning it and closing the series out in Philly, I think. All right, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, Sheila Jones stopped by. Thank you, Sheila. Sheila's not a basketball person. She just stopped by to be sweet and leave a like. Let's see, stream start. Okay, we can end it like this. Jed, what's up? Did my team win? Yep, the Heat took them out. It was a blowout. You saw it. You see it. You see the score right there. It was a definite blowout. $85-120. So that's it for me, guys. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Thank you guys for showing up. If you didn't hit that like button, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Alright, hang on. Gotta get this out of here. Alright, watch me get a copyright claim for that crap. Alright, so I'm getting ready to get out of here. Guys, I will check you out next time. Thanks for stopping by. Not sure which playoff series I'm going to be looking at, but you guys, you'll see the thumbnail. And once you do, click it, come in, hit that like button, share me out, and guys, I'll check you out next time. This is Coach Gary from G Daddy Media. Peace.
series, scoring well, weaving with Grace inside. Booker with the grace of a cobra. He takes it in. He's got 8. He is so smooth. And he's off to a terrific start with under 6 to go here in the first.
I don't know what Cobras you've been hanging out with that are so graceful, but they definitely sting and bite the way he has started this ball game.
Doncic finds an escape action, takes it in on Crowder, and forces Crowder to pick up a foul. Backpedaling on the play, Doncic will do that to you. Crowder picks up number 1.
And I talked about at the top that the Suns were going to have to find an answer for these straight line drives by Luka. We saw in games 3 and 4, not only can he score because of his size, but him being able to find the snipers in that short corner 3.
First trip to the free throw line by either team tonight with 5.5 to go. Doncic 7 of 8 in game 4 from the line. And here he stands for his first offering tonight from Phoenix. The NBA on TNT is brought to you by Clorox, the official cleaning products partner of the NBA and WNBA. When it counts, trust Clorox. And by the all-electric EV6 from Kia, the official automotive partner of the NBA. Kia, movement that inspires. 2 more for Doncic, who so far is 3 of 4 from the floor. He's hit a triple. He's got 9 on 4 shots to begin things. Booker has the last 8 for the Suns. On top, Crowder goes into Doncic with a foul on Luka on the driving Crowder. Number 1 on Doncic.
And Kevin, how big has Crowder been in this series at both ends of the floor? We talked about the struggles he had in that Pelican series, but he's found his shot, his rhythm, and I think that has helped him at the defensive end and stepping up his game in that area as well.
So Biyombo has, we said before the game, that there are going to be some changes, and this is one of them. Booker will drive hard. A wide open Crowder for 3. And picked up inside by Kleber. Points off turnovers have been effective so far for the Mavs. They were in Dallas.
And here's the matchup they want with Chris Paul trying to guard Luka.
Catching Biyombo. Now he goes down low. Doncic over Paul. Rebound by Booker. Doncic there, and it's off of Booker. And a turnover for the All-Star for the Suns.
Well, Luka had his hands wide open and took the contact from Booker. He just lost the basketball. 3 turnovers for Phoenix here in this first quarter.
Doncic moving on Biyombo. To Bullock and off on the side. Brunson, Kleber a screen. Filling the gap is Crowder. Cross court is Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 1. Doncic on the fly. What a touch. He's got 10. Make it 11 now.
And Kevin, how about the patience of Dallas, right? Not panicking on the shot clock. Biggest lead now here for Dallas in this first quarter.
Bridges a 3. So Bridges, we mentioned this earlier, has struggled with his shot. He's got 2 threes and 6 points. Had 6 points in game 4.
Yeah, he's only shooting 22% in this series.
His scoring was not effective in this series. Again, Paul on Doncic. Brunson fought 3, spins off, and kicks it back on top. Maxey, Kleber, triple bucket. Kleber puts it in. He has been invaluable in this series.
Yeah, but the unselfish play again by Luka. What a start by the Mavs from downtown 4-7. They have answered the challenge here.
Kleber has had games of 19, 14, and 11 in this series. Bridges again to the line. The fire. Biyombo tries to tap it. Crowder gets the ball. Paul open for 3. Doncic has got the rebound. Ahead to Bullock. And then Brunson as they move the ball. This is part of their recipe. Moving the ball, trying to get in the paint, and force the issue.
And playing 5 out, right? Everyone's outside the paint to allow Doncic and Jalen Brunson to create offense.
Paul, Biyombo got room. Finney-Smith was off balance, and he tosses it up. And Chris Paul gets the assist.
And that's the clear advantage that the Suns are going to have to take advantage of. Ayton, Biyombo, when McGee comes in. Games 1 and 2 here in Phoenix in this series, a combined 57% shoot for the Suns. Tonight, right at 57%. Approaching to the play. Look at the hustle of Crowder and Doncic and the play-in twister, and it's a timeout taken by Dallas. Because Doncic reeled it in with words to Crowder. Oh, they had him in a straitjacket, and Doncic had to hold on for dear life, and he did. And keeps the possession for the Mavs, who lead by 6.
Nothing's better than a win.